Pardon the interruption, but I'm Sean Humphrey, and that team in blue and white is absolutely scary.
And I'm Matt Marcinkowski, and from the words of our good friend Stephen A., my God.
Oh my goodness. Matt, let's talk about those Blue Devils. What do you think? What are you thinking? Just lay it on me, man. Just lay it on me. What are you thinking about this team right now?
I can't even explain it. Having, two freshmen, Zion Williamson and RJ Barrett, both averaging 25 points per game. Zion averaging 11 rebounds. Their freshman point guard averaging 7 assists with only 1 turnover. It's mind-boggling. I haven't seen a college team like this maybe since the Fab Five.
And we can't know you didn't actually see the Fab Five, man.
Yeah, I did.
Being a young man at this table, but that's beside the point. This team is absolutely ridiculous.
No.
I have never seen a team this good.
With such dominance at the beginning of the season, starting 4 freshmen.
What were they thinking? Oh, I thought you were going to say the 4 seed. They started the season as the 4 seed. What was the committee thinking? And they proceeded to blow out the number 2 team in the nation. It wasn't close at any point during that game. For them to come out and do that on opening night and have 2 players break the single game scoring record for a freshman debut?
Crazy. RJ having 33, Zion having 28, both breaking Marvin Bagley's record set last year with 25 points. I don't even know what to say.
I think the only thing we can say is we know who the top 2 picks in the draft are going to be, and they're both on that same team.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to move on to a team that is dominating or has been dominating the NBA level, the Golden State Warriors. But right now they're having a bit of problems between Draymond Green and Kevin Durant. What do you think about that situation? Is this something to worry about?
I don't think it's anything to worry about, honestly. I mean, Draymond is a loud-spoken person in general, and Kevin knows that after playing with him for, 4 seasons so far. So, I mean, they're a good team. They know how to mesh together. They know how to play together. I don't think it's anything to really worry about, especially with Steph out in injury. When he comes back, he's the point guard. He's going to get them to play together again.
Well, I say it is something to worry about, and that's if there's turmoil in the locker room beyond just Draymond Green and Kevin Durant. If there's animosity towards Kevin Durant, there is a problem in that locker room. That is the best player on your team, even when DeMarcus Cousins hits the floor for the Golden State Warriors. And while I don't think it'll be a huge issue, because I don't think it'll simmer most of the season, if it does, and if there are more problems beyond the one we see right now, it's something to worry about for the Golden State Warriors. They cannot win with those 2 players going against each other.
Definitely not. I don't think any team can win with 2 of their best players knocking heads like they do.
Exactly. You see what happened in Minnesota with Jimmy Butler and the rest of the team being at odds. So if that can happen in Golden State, it's not pretty.
Nope.
We're going to move on from the hardwood to the gridiron, the NFL. We've reached a point in the season where 3 teams have 9-1 records. So, Matt, Chiefs, Rams, Saints, who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl?
None. I'm going to stick with the Patriots,
Oh my
as I do
goodness.
every year.
Look at this dude.
I mean, as of right now, the record's 7-3, coming off a loss. I mean, the stats don't prove it, but Tom Brady and Bill Belichick always seem to find a way. Right now, they're averaging 388.3 total yards per game, which is 10 yards less than what they're giving up. So offensively, I think Tom needs to step it up. But by the time the playoffs come around, I think they'll find their groove.
I cannot believe you just said that.
I'm sorry.
Cannot believe you just said that. And there's a team that the Patriots barely beat this season the Kansas City Chiefs.
The key word here is beat, though. They did win.
They
won.
barely beat the Kansas City Chiefs. And I'm going to tell you why the Kansas City Chiefs are not only going to win the AFC, but they're going to win the Super Bowl. They are going to blow through the AFC when it comes playoff time. The problem with this team for the last few years is that they could not get past Week 5. They could start the season 5-0, then go downhill from there. You know why? They didn't have a quarterback. They had Alex Smith back there, and he's playing well in Washington, but we know what happens with that dude. He's not consistent. He won't get you to a Super Bowl victory. But now you've got a guy who's throwing touchdown after touchdown, getting out of the pocket and throwing on the run, Tyreek Hill catching the ball on the run, Kareem Hunt in the backfield, and a solid defense. And on top of that, you know why they won't lose throughout the AFC playoffs? Because they'll have home field advantage. One of the best home field advantages, the world record for the loudest stadium in the league at Arrowhead. They won't lose a game in the playoffs. They'll win the Super Bowl, and it won't be close.
I think Tom will prove me wrong or prove me right come January.
Okay, well, let's see him call audibles in that atmosphere.
I think the GOAT can do what he wants.
Whatever, Matt. Well, that just about does it for this week's episode of Pardon the Interruption. I'm Sean Humphrey.
And I'm Matt Marcinkowski.
And we're out.